Hi, Aquarius. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my no contacts. This is a no contact, low communication reading for the person that's on your mind. What is going on in this connection? What does Spirit want you to know? What are their thoughts and feelings at this time? Any guidance Spirit has for you? So let's call in our guides. Welcome back, everybody. If you're newly guided to this channel, I'm very grateful. Spirit, please share with me. For my Aquarius, what is it that you have for them? What is it that you need them to know? I'm listening for you now. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Yeah, that feeling of I'm always looking for you. I'm always anticipating bumping into you randomly. And what would it feel like? What would we say? So that's always kind of scary in the beginning, that what would our reaction be? So that's a difficult one. I have to be in contact with you again. I miss you too much. So I have to contact you. Did you block them is how I feel. So unblock me. It feels like unblock me. So maybe this person needs to talk. Maybe this person knows that you've blocked them. You're so upset. Our love was too intense for me to handle, and I needed to break away. Obsessed, too intense. More than I thought, they're saying. Okay. More than I thought I wanted. Okay. So maybe they entered into this thinking this will just be casual. It will be, we'll see where it goes. And then the next thing they know, they're being sucked into love. They're falling for you, or it's moving too quickly. I'm going to say this kind of fast energy. I'm going to say scared them. I will. I am going to say that. I feel like things moved too fast, and it scared me. And I know this is a grown adult, and I know that you're both adults, but there's a feeling of I wasn't expecting to be kind of caught up in this love romance so easily. So something happened very quickly. Your silence feels safer to me, and I don't want to get hurt again. So are they pushing you away because they're realizing their feelings? I feel like it's a classic. I pushed you away because I was falling in love. I mean, I think that this is classic. I got scared. I was wrong to ghost you. But I was falling for you, and I didn't think I was going to fall for anybody. I never saw myself like really being in love with somebody. Maybe they've had a lot of relationships, but they've never really had intimate feelings for somebody or really cared about somebody. So that could be surprising them. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. So this space is making them realize that they have deeper feelings than they knew. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up, and I want to reconcile. They are hurting themselves. They not only hurt you, they hurt themselves by walking away from this connection. So they're realizing, like, what have I done? I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. Maybe they said something that was unfair or uncalled for, that, just to be hurtful, to kind of justify an ending somehow. But I feel like it was unfair. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to say hurtful words that, feel like beyond repair at times. But do people say things when they're upset? Do people say things, in the heat of the moment? It feels like, did they really mean it, or were they doing it to just a reason to push you away? So something like that. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a Temperance. I have a Nine of Cups. And I have a Five of Swords. The Ten of Wands came into me like a ball and chain. The chain, I don't want to be tied down. Okay. Maybe it was moving really fast, and all of a sudden we were spending all kinds of time together, and they felt like they were losing themselves. They lost their independence, their single life, their normal routine, what they used to do. Were they happier, being alone? And it's a feeling of, I don't want to be tied down. I don't think you were putting pressure on them to be tied down, but I feel like that's what they're battling in their head. You can't have it both. You can't be single and in a relationship at the same time. This is coming into me as, can we find a compromise where I can still have some freedom and be independent? Doesn't mean they want to be with other people. That's not what I'm talking about, like a swinger. Can I still have some independence, but can we have some kind of balance where we still feel connected to each other? We feel content. We feel secure in this connection, but I don't feel like I'm being roped into something or backed into a corner or pressured. I feel like it was too much too soon is how it just came into me. And that's what scared them. So this has probably been very fast. And they're backing off because of that. Like they wish they had gone slower. They wish, but you can't control the pace of a relationship. I feel like I want to find some kind of middle ground or compromise. Again, you can't be single and they can't have their cake and eat it too, right? But maybe they want some nights off, that they're just at home by themselves after a long day. Maybe they don't want to have to report into you every day at a certain hour, or that they feel obligated that they have to see you every night after work, when they want to do maybe something else, or maybe they want to do nothing, because they're used to that. So it depends on what kind of situation you were having. But if it was too much too soon for them, it means that they felt like they were losing their identity. I have an Ace of Wands. Yeah, the sparks are there. Definitely attracted. I can see a long-term commitment, but not right now. There's a sense of, I could see a long-term commitment, but I feel like I was rushing into it. I feel like I was being pushed into it somehow. Maybe we just have to find a compromise. Like, this is a feeling of a ray of hope. I feel that this person is going to come with an offering, or, can we meet in the middle? There's a sense of, can we meet in the middle somehow? We need to talk. I would definitely say we need to talk. I think that this person is realizing pushing you away was not fair. Maybe your first impression was, well, if you push me away or you ghost me or you don't want me in my life, then maybe you completely cut them off. And now they're turning around and saying, unblock me. I want to talk to you. Or I left you messages and you're not responding. So there's a sense of, that's not working either. Right? But it could be just, I'm angry. That happens. I have self-love. I'm just trying to take care of myself. This Queen of Swords, I'm just trying to focus on me. Maybe you had to, block this energy just to kind of do some healing. You were really hurt. Unemployed. Maybe they've been struggling with, I have to, not necessarily unemployed, but maybe they're not where they want to be financially. And we're looking at, I would like a full life. I would like a home. But maybe they're thinking in their head, I don't have any of those things. I can't offer you that. I'm not there yet. I got to work on those things. This feeling of being cut off. I feel angry that you cut me off. I feel angry that we didn't just talk. So were we ghosted? Were we just left high and dry, something like that. So that energy is really painful. I have dating. I see that you're back on the market. I could be upset with that. I could be worried that you finding somebody new. So here's this ace, are you going to have sparks with that person? I don't know. It could also be, I remember our first dates, our first kiss. I have this incredible feeling that this was a lot too fast, too soon for this person. And they started to feel trapped somehow, even if it was what they wanted. They were right in there with you every day. We were hot and heavy, everything's going amazing. And then all of a sudden they got cold feet and they got scared. I mean, that's really what happened. Is I pushed you away because I was falling for you. So right now, I'm going to say this person is on the verge of wanting to talk. Maybe we find a compromise that we say, okay, we're going to try again, but this time we're going to kind of slow down the energy and go through the paces a little bit more. So maybe that's something we need to do. I feel guilty over how I treated you, what I said, words left unsaid, I feel like are even more hurtful. I have a message for you. So this person definitely feels like I want to reach out. There's a sense of I am trying to communicate to you, and unless I send a message in a bottle, I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get a hold of you. So maybe there's they would love to get a hold of you, but you're not allowing them. So if that's the case, maybe you give some thought to, should I open up my messages, or should I respond to a message at this point? But that's going to be up to you. So let's put this out into the universe. Let's ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join us. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. I'll put the link in the description below. And check out my other 2 YouTube channels. I have a main channel and I have a pick a card channel that you may enjoy. So I will put this out to the universe for you all now, and we'll see you all again real soon.